If you hate Jesus, then just keep scrolling. But if you love Jesus, then stick around and watch until the end. God is saying to you today, it's time to be a little more free-spirited. You're too preoccupied trying to control every single aspect of your life, and that's just not necessary. The majority of the events in your life will unfold more innately and purely if you just allow yourself to be a part of the experience instead of the process. Much of it isn't your responsibility anyway. It can be difficult because you're accustomed to sitting in the driver's seat, but you have to understand that each seat has a different view and thus a different feeling. In order to enhance your growth, experience, and amp, feel more by relinquishing your need to control. Type yes to affirm God message today. You're not late. You're not too old. You're not falling behind. You're not missing out on anything. You're focusing on your goals. You're focusing on manifesting your peace. You're focused on resetting the conditions within that allow you to feel abundant and tranquil. You're well. You're growing. You're seeking out your purpose, and you know that it's all worth it because that's exactly what you came here to do. Align your train of thought. Type yes if you agree. Today's God message for me: life can easily be taken for granted, just like any material thing that we desire for so long, put aside shortly after manifesting. Then today, remind yourself that your days are special and unique on so many levels. Every moment is brand new. There are no repeat occurrences. It may feel that way at times, but it's your responsibility to sense and appreciate the newness in every experience. Divinity lives in every breath and corner. Your life is purposeful and exhilarating. God says, stay focused today. Life will throw you curveballs. Catch them and throw them right back. Nothing can force you off your throne unless you allow it to. In retrospect, only you can pull yourself out of alignment. Do not be influenced by anything that is set out to bring you down. Maintain an elevated state of awareness by allowing everything in, but only absorbing what is aligned with your mission, goals, purpose, and brings about happiness. You get to choose what you experience. Type 2 to affirm this to yourself. God message for you today: never underestimate all the obligations you shoulder every single day. You've been a warrior since day one. Some phases of your life more difficult than others, some moments heavier than others. Yet here you are, standing strong on your own 2 feet, owning everything life has tossed at you while maintaining a clean heart. This is why you have so much depth. Your experiences didn't taint you, they empowered you. You are the source of your own good energy. Let's get it. God says it's good to have a vision of how you want your life to be, but the resistance comes when you try to plan out every detail of how that life should be formulated. Always keep the vision of the end goal on the screen of your mind, and then throw out the demands you have of how to go about getting there. See, life is a fun lesson. It wants you to have what you desire, but it'll very rarely give it to you the way you plan it. Because the point is for you to grow while manifesting. Trust the process that is unfolding and allow the forces that be to deliver your prize in whichever way it sees fit. It'll be far more fulfilling and fruitful experience. Type, I am ready to claim. Today's God message for you: you now see life and the world so much more differently than you ever have. And at times you get frustrated that you're not further down the path of where you want to be, but you can't ignore the fact that you spent years running in the opposite direction. The most important thing you had to do was make a turnaround, which you've done. Now, we're in the process of building momentum the right way, the fulfilling way. Your environment will continue to change as a reflection of where you are now. In the meantime, give yourself credit for being in a position to live a life you never deemed possible. Your elevation was born the moment you killed your comfort zone. Type Amen if you believe this. God says today, you've been practicing inner peace, watching your thoughts, and being better at managing your emotions for a while now. Even if you're still uneasy at times, remember that most people don't practice these things. This is a good time for you to spread what you've learned. Remind people how powerful they are. Tell them to remain focused on what they want to attract. Show them the benefits of controlling less, allowing more, and trusting a plan that carries a promise of happier and carefree moments ahead. Keep shedding your light on others. You send a rift through the collective every time you do. Today's message for you, Magical October, brings with it an energy of stepping into your true power. It calls for a time of free self-expression. Let yourself loose as nature ushers in renewal, growth, and celebration. This is a powerful month for calling on your manifestations. Go the extra mile with your initiatives, and you will see the fruits of your labor thrive more quickly. Become more aware of the parts of you that are rarely utilized. There are many. Let's make this an entire season of wins. No looking back now. Type Amen if you trust in God. Universe message today: remember that you are in control of your awareness. Don't allow your focus to get caught up on little things that will have almost no impact on your life long term. If there is something bothering you, ask yourself, will this matter by this time next year? Most of the time you'll find that your issue is just a momentary setback and nothing that requires long-term work. Let it go. Keep moving. Energy is a constant evolution. So is your life. You can do all the things you think you can't do. It's just a matter of no longer settling for what's become the average for you. Push up past the potential you've created because you're bigger than that. You came here to achieve greatness and explore the inner workings of both yourself and what this world has to offer. Keep expanding your dreams and watch how the universe responds. Type Amen if you believe this. God is saying to you today, you're entering a season of tranquility infused with growth. You've experienced several learning spurts of late, and they will begin to pay off in the form of deep manifestations you've been attempting to reap the fruits of. Maintaining the disposition that you are where you need to be at this point in your life is critical. Life can be difficult at times, and instead of being hard on yourself, you need to begin recognizing that you're doing what you can with what you have. And that's beautiful, because it's all you need in order to fulfill your dreams. If you get into a space of happiness and joy, the desire you're trying to manifest loses all attachment-based resistance. In other words, the main reason why people fail to get what they want is because they inadvertently align with the vibration of its absence. The opposite needs to be true in order to attract something. Once you have it, the resistance is gone. So start feeling the same way as you would if you were already in possession of abundant wealth, great health, or whatever it is you seek. Your superpower is the ability to control your feelings by way of perception and thought. If you want it, have it now, then you'll get it. Type 1111 if you agree this. Today's God message, a spiritual journey, is a personal process to deepen your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding about yourself, the world, and a higher power. It's an opportunity to discover who you truly are and find your calling in life. As your awareness increases, you will realize that there is only one of you. Who you are will develop to include all parts of life. Perceptions and feelings related to the complete self will unfold in stages. That's because there are certain degrees of truth in the process of realizing the full truth. It's a continual process, or exploring yourself and others, engage in relationship and groups, and learning from your inner self. Type, I am ready to shine to affirm. Today's God message, as you grow, your environment will want to change. Let it. It's time to move into new energy, new opportunities, new habits, ones that of who support the wholeness you now are. You asked for big changes, and the universe is ready to provide. But you have to be willing to allow the shifts to occur. This is no time to try and hold on to anything that's moving out. This is a season of liberation. Type Amen if you believe this. Universe message for you today. Thank the universe in advance for everything that is to come. Trust all of the signs you're receiving and realize that everything is happening in divine order. More doors are opening for you now for a reason. You have to trust that something is taking care of you. And no matter how off the path you go at times, you'll always be guided right back. This is your calling, and it'll keep calling until you've fully received. This level of trust creates space so that your desires begin to chase you. Everything won't always go your way, but it doesn't mean that your emotional response needs to be any different than when it does. We're finding a balance between improving what we can control and becoming like a river to what we can't. Water doesn't stop for any obstacles. It is fluid and flexible enough to adopt a new shape and continue flowing. You're no different. Your emotions and feelings can harmonize. When you can adapt to any situation, your circumstances can no longer affect you. Universe message. The universe is saying to you today, you are going to make the most amount of money you've ever made this month. You will attract incredible new friends and amp. Some of your deepest dreams are becoming a reality. You've been thinking about your goals non-stop and amp. The universe is giving you everything you need in order to manifest them. Trust that every person entering your life is a part of the divine plan for you. Smile and amp. Give thanks. Type yes if you agree. Today's message only for you. Stop saying, this too shall pass, and instead start figuring out why you're being presented with the experiences that are before you. Everything is purposeful. Our response is the only thing that is askew. If we begin embracing what is, even the negatives, we fully cooperate with the energy that is running through us. We become accepting, and therefore more open and inherently resistance-free. It's the battling of the things we don't want that keep us from the things we do. Life isn't short. It's long when you learn to feel the fulfillment in each moment. It's long when you literally stop to smell flowers. It's long when you create a stable and peaceful inner state, which ultimately dictates the health of your physical body. It's long when you spend more time loving and less time resenting. It's long when you forgive quickly, kiss deeply, and run into your goals and dreams like a horse through a wildfire. It'll be long because you made the decision to start dancing to your own tune. You realized that no one was coming to save you, so you decided to save yourself. Type 1111 if you trust God. Today's beautiful message for you. This is a breakthrough phase. Don't stop doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. Continue inviting brand new experiences. All the work you've been putting in lately is in the process of sprouting great results. Believe that, and you will see the fruits of your energy-based labor. You're on the right track. Fall forward. Press forward. Subscribe our channel if you love God. God message today's: most people aren't worth your time, but you're a lover, a believer, someone who naturally cares. It's in your blood, in your soul, looking for a way out, for a way to touch other people's lives, to try to save them. No matter how they treat you, you care too much, love too much, feel too much. And that's okay, baby. But that's how you end up getting hurt. That's how you end up disappointed. But that's you, love. Don't change for anyone. One day, it'll all make sense. One day, you'll understand why you are the way you are. Type amen if you believe this. God says to you today, life never blocks your blessings. It only sends the challenges to prepare you to receive more. Work on who you are. It will get you where you want to go. Your miracles are already arranged. They are waiting for you to be ready to collect. Do the self-work needed to manifest what you want. It will be worth it. You must be prepared to handle the abundant blessings coming your way. Type amen if you believe this. Today's message for you today: be mindful of everything you lay your eyes on. There's gratitude to be received for all you've amassed through your manifestations. If you look at things and people you see every day in a new light, you will give them a new sense of life through your perspective. We are too quick to take what we have for granted. Reverse that process and allow the newness of it all to be re-established. Type I love God if you trust in God. The universe is saying to you today, instead of asking yourself why you're not further ahead or why you haven't perfected some things yet, pivot to the gratitude you owe yourself for all that you've accomplished thus far. You not only had to build a foundation, but weather a few storms in the process. Most importantly, you remained committed to your goals even when you weren't seeing the fruits of your labor. The ultimate victory is when everything is saying no, and you keep saying yes. Universe message only for you today: be free of resistance. The universe is trying to upgrade your life, but you keep wanting to drag some of the outdated stuff with you. Think of it this way. You're flying an airline that doesn't allow excess baggage. You need to get on this flight in order to get to the next level of your life, but you can't take everything with you. All it requires is detachment. Rest assured that the people who are meant to be with you will have seats on your flight, but not your baggage. Bottom line, in order to elevate, you must let go. Today's message for you: your most difficult moments weren't for nothing. Being taken advantage of taught you to value yourself more. Being disrespected taught you to express yourself more. The instability taught you that peace was one of your primary desires. You can heal while keeping the growth that was spawned through your past. You're in the process of creating an entirely new life now, and embracing all that got you here is an undeniable awareness of strength. Make use of the collective energy every now and then. Allow others to make you smile. Let people inspire you. Open yourself up to the world, because even at your lowest, you'll encounter people who have battled from lower. As much as we believe we're in this alone, we're not. The mass energy we produce is for all of us to benefit from. Type yes if you're ready. And share this video with 3 people who trust God. Universe message: you're at a point in your life where you're working towards your goals more than you ever have before, and at the same time, you're more at peace than you've ever been before. Part of the reason is because you know it's different this time around. You know that this is it. You're creating the life you've always intended for yourself. Everything feels right. Things are aligning. Your hustle is meeting your peace. 2 powerful parts of you that aren't accustomed to working together. This is the synergy you need. You are here now because of all the good and bad experiences, all the people who showed you love, and all the ones who hurt you. Every situation built you up to position you for what is on its way. Embrace your wounds and your victories, all of which were empowering. The best is yet to be. Have faith in the life you chose for yourself. Please subscribe our channel and turn on bell notification for more God message.